the Israeli military unexpectedly deployed tanks back to northern Gaza. In addition to redeploying tanks to northern Gaza, the Israeli military continues to escalate pressure on the city of Rafah in southern Gaza. According to Reuters, the Israeli military redeployed tanks back to the eastern outskirts of Jabalia city in northern Gaza on May 12. Jabalia is the largest refugee camp among the 8 refugee camps in Gaza, housing over 100,000 people, primarily descendants of Palestinians. On the evening of May 11, the Israeli military declared that their forces were operating in Jabalia to prevent Hamas from re-establishing military capabilities there. In recent weeks, we have identified Hamas activities aimed at restoring its military capabilities in the city of Jabalia. We are returning there to eliminate these Hamas activities. Gazans report that the Israeli military has advanced deeper into Jabalia than in previous incursions into northern Gaza. Tanks have reportedly approached the local market area, and intense gunfire has erupted in Jabalia. Clashes are reigniting in Jabalia, shared Saed, a 45-year-old resident of the city of Jabalia, with Reuters. The Israeli military also redeployed tanks back to the Zaytown district, southern Gaza, and the Al-Sabra district, western Gaza, where residents reported heavy shelling and many houses destroyed. On May 12, thousands of people fled the city of Rafah in southern Gaza as Israel's military pressure intensified. Tank shells struck the city as the Israeli military issued new evacuation orders, including some residential areas in the city center. On May 12, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan spoke over the phone with his Israeli counterpart Tzachi Hanegbi, emphasizing President Biden's concern about Israel launching a large-scale ground assault targeting Rafah. Egyptian Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry stated that Cairo will continue to mediate between Israel and Hamas, while calling on both sides to demonstrate the flexibility and willingness needed to reach an agreement. A United Nations vehicle was attacked in Rafah, resulting in 1 fatality. The United Nations reported that one of its staff members was killed and another injured when their vehicle was attacked in the southern Gaza Strip city of Rafah on May 13. The United Nations spokesperson told reporters that the vehicle was on its way to a hospital in Rafah when it was attacked. The deceased staff member was not Palestinian but an international employee. The nationality of this individual was not disclosed. The spokesperson added that this is the first time a United Nations member has been killed since the conflict in Gaza erupted in October last year. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for a comprehensive investigation into the incident. The head of the United Nations reiterates his call for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire and the release of all hostages, as the conflict in Gaza continues to inflict heavy casualties on civilians and humanitarian aid workers. According to Israeli media, the preliminary investigation by the country's military indicates that 1 person was killed, and another seriously injured in the shooting incident targeting a United Nations vehicle near the Rafah crossing. According to reports, the military is still investigating the cause of the incident and it is unclear whether the shooting was carried out by soldiers or not.